Pete Moore, welcome to Mart TV, and got Bergara B14 Woodsman here. As you probably know, Bergara, a Spanish firm, they hit a few years ago in the UK. They originally made barrels, now they make rifles. And the B14 is probably their most successful model, and it is really based on a Remington footprint. Everything you can get in a Remington, like floor plate magazines or whatever, you can get on a Bergara. They do a number of chassis guns. As the name implies, it's more of a stalking gun. It's nice, plain and simple, as you can see. Reasonable timber, sort of thing you'd buy just to go and stalk deer with. Hence the name. Okay, here we are walking around the gun. You have to forgive me. I'll need to crib from my notes on this a bit. But this is the 308 short action gun. So it's the same as a Remington short action. And the short action calibers are 243. 6.5 Creedmoor, 708, 308. If you want something a bit more beefy, 6.5 Swedish, 270 Win, 30-06 Springfield, 8x57 JS, 7mm Rem mag, 300 Win mag, 338 Win mag. Capacity-wise, you have two options on the two action lengths. You get a standard hinged floor plate magazine, which is like a Remington ADL, or they do a 3-round detachable, which is actually quite clever. Because these days everybody likes detachable magazines, and it's not big, but it takes 3 rounds. You put one up the pipe, that's more than enough for any stalking you're going to need to do. So it's 4 or 3, and in the long action, it's 2-round capacity in the magnums with the detachable magazine. The bases will fit the standard Remington bases. This is a one-piece rail. With 30mm mounts on it. Barrel length is 22 inches in normal calibers and 24 in the heavier calibers. It's got what they call a Bergara performance trigger, and the trigger actually isn't too bad. Reasonable pull, reasonable break. Walnut timber is actually quite nice. I don't know if you see it, but the grain's good. It's a single piece of walnut, Monte Carlo low cone type stock, with a slim recoil pad, QD swivels. I've got a bipod on this one. As the Remington, it has a 2-position rolling safety safe with bolt movement and fire. And here we have a cocked action indicator, which you can feel and see. A nice little feature I do like is the bolt knob. It's round ball. Remington have a flattened ball, but it's quite a lot to get hold of, which I do like. And again, it's the same locking lug system, though here they use a claw type extractor, not the strange thing that Remington use, which is inbuilt into the head of the bolt. It's like a clip. It works. And also you have a press-in bolt release, which I do prefer on the side of the receiver, where Remington has a little plate you push up here, which I've always found a little bit awkward. Overall, it's a cracking little rifle. Up front, the importer's Real Ag Amatec UK Limited fitted a Hauckson moderator, which is quite nice, and a Gecko 2.5 to 15 by 56i scope. It's quite nice. It's got side parallax and illumination. Turrets are capped, but they're just a standard rotary type turret, clicked off in, I believe, 1 centimetre at 100 metre clicks. It's a nice, handy rifle. It's not too heavy, even with the features on. I mean, I'd probably put a lighter scope on it because you don't really need a 15 power scope for most deer stalking, but not bad. Price-wise, barebacked with nothing on it, it's £930, and that's it. We'll be shooting it very soon, and I've got 2 loads here. Norma tip strike. 170 grain, and I've got RWS what I call Doppelkern, which is double core, 165 grain. I've used this before, I haven't used this, and we'll see how it shoots. But that's it. It's the Bergara B14 Woodsman. Not a bad choice if you're looking for a simple, honest stalking rifle. To the RWS twin core, or Doppelkern as they call it. Just hold this up to the camera. You can probably see it's an unusual bullet, perhaps for the UK. In some ways it's a bit like a partition, but the front of the front nose piece is made of a softer lead material than the back. The idea is it goes in and it breaks around where there's a cut line on it and shatters, and the small bits going to the animal start making it bleed. But the rear of the core is heavier and it punches through, so you get a pass through of the bullet, which is the best thing to do on an animal because it dies faster, and it has a double effect on the body. Well, that's the theory anyway. It's 165 grain. So let's have a load up. RWS again have nicked the Norma idea with these little camo carriers. And that's the 165 grain RWS double core. The Norma 170 grain tip strike. It's a ballistic tip round. One is. Nice thing is Norma produced the ammo in these little 5-round sliders, which is very good indeed. And you can slip in your pocket. I always carry one in my pocket and one on the gun, and you've got 10 rounds. Mag is neat. I said before, single column. Loads from the front, push it down, slide it in, and as I said before, 3 rounds is enough. Doesn't seem like it, but it really is. We're not having a war out there, we're just shooting deer. Okay, let's see how it goes. Okay, there it is.